on.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my friend Kait.
Hi.
We're gonna do a little makeup declutter.
Yeah. My partner and I, we have a channel on YouTube called Life Changed. And spare you too much detail, you can go to our channel and find out a little bit more about that. But there's just been a lot that has happened, and it's inspired us to minimize our lives entirely. So that's mostly what our channel is about. And Jamie being fairly present for a lot of the changes and the circumstances surrounding the changes, got a little bit inspired and thought, where can I
help me?
Yeah, right. Like, so in one of my videos, actually, I featured the room that we're in. There's a lot of things in here. So
cameo by my closet on Kait's channel.
Legit. So so I'm here to help kind of keep her accountable, and although like minimizing is different for everybody, so
this can be more of a declutter than a minimizing, because obviously I love makeup. I have a lot of makeup. I don't want to get rid of my makeup, but I have a lot of stuff that I'm not using. And so if we can get rid of the stuff I'm not using, maybe we make room for some new things. Or not.
Things
or maybe
that spark the joy. I think you spoke about that. I've spoken about that.
Why are we hanging on to things? Like, why would I have an eyeshadow or an eyeliner that like doesn't work that well, but yet it still lives in my collection? I'm going to include a little clip of like what everything looks like.
It's a lot. And it looks very familiar to what I would have had once upon a time. Well, more, but still comparable. Now for myself, we're aiming to go minimal, like tiny house on wheels, that whole jam. So I think for someone in the industry, I know that you'll be able to pare down and still have a lot by comparison, but everything that you need.
Right.
So
we're gonna have 3 categories: keep, toss, and salon. So I also have stuff that I keep on hand for not necessarily to use on myself, but to use on clients, or when I do makeup for fitness competitions, or when I do makeup for various events. So if I'm not using it on my face, it doesn't need to live at my house. We're not including in this declutter the lip sense colors, so because we're keeping
those are
them
essential.
They're essential. I have all these little baskets. You guys will see that in the clip, and they're kind of broken down into category-ish sections. And then I have this stand with lots of other stuff. So we're going to kind of go piece by piece and see what we can get rid of. And there's also a bunch of palettes.
A lot of palettes.
There's palettes. So these are like my little small palettes. And for the most part, this is like a lot of the everyday makeup. So Urban Decay we're going to keep. Smashbox we're going to keep. Smashbox. This was the Ablaze eye palette. It's like a dupe for the Naked Heat palettes.
Nice.
Much less expensive, little teeny tiny, great quality. This one here, right?
I remember this. Yes.
So this is a bedhead one. It is really old, but this was meant to be used for makeup artists where you could mix the colors to create other colors. So I am going to keep this, even though it's not something I use every day, for the purpose of like competitions and stage makeup and stuff like that.
So will this be something that will go in the box?
Yes.
All right.
Good call. That's why you're here.
In the box.
It does not need to be here for my face. So this palette we're going to get rid of.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the e.l.f. baked eyeshadows. I got this free with an e.l.f. order. Okay. These are absolute trash.
Yeah.
I have tried.
Like it.
Just garbage. Yeah. No pigment. They're dusty.
Like really dusty.
Really dusty. So we're going to toss that.
Yeah. We're over it.
MAC we're keeping. This was my wedding makeup.
Oh, she did look really pretty.
Right? Instead of paying someone to do my makeup for my wedding, I just bought makeup and did my own. So Urban Decay, we're going to keep this one. It's like a little travel one.
Clearly wearing it.
Yeah, we're wearing it. We use it a lot.
Okay.
Love that one. I actually completely use that color.
Right.
Bordello. Oh, you can't buy it separately. It only came in that palette. I tried.
Naturally.
Okay, and then I've got my Heavy Metals palette.
That looks new.
Hello. I got this at Christmas time. We're keeping that. And we're going to keep this, obviously. Yeah. Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics.
It's so funny. This channel makes me wish that I...
makes you want to do the opposite of minimalism.
I just want to buy all the things. It's
Do you remember
dangerous.
these? They're way inconvenient to use because you have to have a giant surface, right?
Yes.
And I mean, at the time, sorry, Kate, like, welcome to my channel.
Here,
So
let me help.
they were a great idea in theory because you had like lip colors and you had contour colors and bronzers and everything like that, but the quality is absolute
Yeah, it's not great.
garbage. So then we have the ABA palettes.
Yes.
So we used to have these beauty shows in Moncton
New Brunswick,
every
yeah.
year, and they had these beautiful 80 color palette. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I only have 4.
That's so bad.
Say only, like that's not that many.
Well,
So I'm not gonna keep all of them. This is
you have them.
gonna be a dirty day. You wore a white shirt. That was a mistake.
I wasn't thinking.
These two make me feel happier. This one here is so much more muted.
It is, yep.
And like
feel
these
like that was
light
like an
ones,
08
look how chalky
-ish.
those are. So we'll keep 2 out of 4.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So we just
That's
reduced
fair.
the palettes
I'll see if
literally
I
in
can
half.
help. Yep.
Because we got 2 cameo palettes and 2 ABA ones.
And then a
that we
salon
tossed.
one. And then most of these are new and
Yeah.
optimal
And
quality.
they're
so.
being used. Yeah.
Love
These
that.
are powders. I use these. They're just my loose Physicians Formula powders.
Right.
Summer,
I was
winter.
just yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask about that.
That's why there's 2. So this is literally more eyeshadow. This is like quads and singles. I use this one all the time. TG, good quality. I literally have the
Very
pink
unique colors.
on my eyes right now.
Mhm.
I wore it today. Same, this is like one of my favorite highlight colors. It's the TG Champagne. I use it every day.
Champagne's good for that. I find the white sometimes too dark.
Too white. I had just gotten this palette in my last
Yes.
Ipsy bag, so we're going to keep that. I'm not quite done with it
What
yet.
was the name of the video for that? Oh, it was your Ipsy.
February? Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a few things in here that I feel like you would tell me to get rid of because they're almost gone.
Well, if they're almost gone, it means you used it a lot.
Right. And I have a box over there where I'm getting ready to do an empties video.
Okay.
So the ones that are almost gone, I am keeping to include in the empties video. And obviously I've used them. So like this MAC eyeshadow.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little along the edge, you guys. Same with this TG palette.
I remember me.
Right.
Woo!
That's the blue I've had on in my last couple of essential oil videos. The men just arrived at the house.
Right.
It's going to get loud in here. And same with this Timers This White. I've included this in like a bunch of videos. It's almost gone, but it's gorgeous. And I probably will repurchase that when it's gone. I like it.
Great.
That much.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. So then we have some things that are old.
This looks like it
This
was
is
made the day
Avon.
I was born.
I don't even know like how pigmented
work?
they are. I mean,
Oh.
no. Ew.
Oh.
Look how patchy.
That's for like mermaid night.
That's like, I have a couple of these, which I actually haven't used yet, but they're Stila.
Okay.
My friend Billy gave me these. They're like a metallic cream shadow.
Oh, they're very pretty.
They're gorgeous.
Okay.
And then it came with like this liquid stuff that I just haven't figured out how to use it yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
So I have a gold and a silver.
Okay. So the day that you try those, in a video, we'll have reevaluated.
We'll let
that
you know.
time.
The men have arrived.
Nice.
You know that we're men because we have coffee, and that's a manly thing.
It was
to
a
do.
very manly
Delivery.
errand that we sent them
Thank
on.
you.
Okay, so we paused to get coffees.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good boys.
Canada, we have our Tim Hortons coffee. So this one is an elf one. It's broken.
Yeah.
Like really broken. It actually arrived to me broken.
That's happened to me a few
But
times.
it was a really good like transition color.
Right.
For like blending.
Yeah.
However,
When it came to makeup, one thing I had to ask myself was,
that's how I feel about it.
even if I love it, even if I loved the color, because when I was actually purging, like almost entirely, I had to ask myself, so it's broken. Is this actually causing me more stress?
Right.
Because it's freaking broken.
And am I using
And
it
it's
just to use it
getting
up?
everywhere.
Right?
Yes.
Like I'll just use it to use it up,
Right.
even though it's not bringing me any joy.
And it's causing a lot of grief.
And I just dumped it in the garbage.
Right.
So we'll include that in the empties video. This
It's
is and it's
black.
black, so satisfaction. It's like a Rimmel one that I pretty sure I bought in college
Right.
when I was going
We
out
won't
to the
say how
bars
long
with
ago that
smoky
was.
eyes. Like
Smoky
a year ago because I'm
eyes.
so young. Yeah.
One thing that would be very different for everybody, this is also subjective, that I've decided that I don't want to wear, just for a time perspective and a simplicity perspective, because of the route that we're going, I'm only going to want to wear one eyeshadow at a time.
Right.
And we'll do a video on that another time, and that will be
Very
hilarious.
soon, by the way, we're going to do a
Yeah.
minimalist makeup look.
Which will help me because sometimes I just don't wear any and then I just put a lot of lips on.
Right.
It doesn't give
Which
me-
is fine.
It's totally fine.
That's a great minimal look.
Yeah.
But
we'll
do
you're
like the
someone
next
that
step
will-
up.
Right. Even
Right.
just in the few makeup videos you've done, you will use several colors.
Right. I
So-
always use at least 3 colors.
Right.
Minimum.
Right.
Like for the most basic eye look,
Right.
I've got 3 colors
Right.
on. There's another TG one. It's brown. Do I keep it? Do I not keep it? I don't use it that
I think
much.
you got a lot of browns. A lot of neutrals.
See, this is why Kate's here. Because I'll talk myself into it. I'm like, but it's nice, and it's brown, and the quality's good, and it's really pigmented, but I'm not using it.
No one's wishing that you had something that you don't.
Okay.
You know enough about what you do, thus the beauty expert, that
The
you'll
sign says.
you'll figure it out. They will leave feeling beautiful.
They'll still be happy.
Without
And
that
most
one
people
brown.
come in and they're like, whatever you think.
Right.
So I don't know why I put this kind of pressure on myself.
Right.
This is an e.l.f. palette.
Ooh, look at that purple.
This e.l.f. palette. Okay, so in general, I've bought a lot of e.l.f. stuff. You guys know that. I talk about e.l.f. a lot on my
Yeah.
channel. I love it. It's cruelty-free. It's very affordable. However, any of their stuff that comes in this sort of white package, it's not nice.
Oh,
Oh, sad
I
face.
feel like I may have.
I
no,
used
not my
this
bag.
on you when you had your gold and black birthday party.
Yes.
It's devastating. However, it's MAC and it's still good. So the rest of this is mascaras, eyeliners.
Mascaras, plural.
I know. So I've talked about this a million times. Lash
Love
Paradise,
it.
L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is my new Holy Grail mascara. Garbage.
It's
Absolute
funny
crap.
that you got it.
You know what it was? I really needed mascara. Mine was irritating my eyes because it was old, and I had like $5.
Okay.
And so I was at Walmart, and I was
What
like,
can I get
"Oh."
with this little blue bill?
It was $3.97. These 3 are the only other ones that I use in there.
Since we established we have enough eyeshadow.
The rest that are in here, we're not keeping. Okay, so I think we're through the worst of it. There's still lips and face stuff to go. I'm not wearing a lot of lipsticks anymore. I do have like a few like Urban Decay favorites that I want to keep and a few Stila favorites that I want to keep. But the rest will either go like garbage or to the salon. This is like a lip primer and plumper.
Do you like it?
No.
No.
e.l.f. makes it. It does not feel good.
Oh.
The primer doesn't work. This is the primer end. It's like a white, weird, I feel like so much stuff on me. It's like this weird white, it's almost like putting concealer on your lips.
Okay.
No, that doesn't help anybody. And then the plumper side is basically like a cinnamon stick.
So it just like inflames them.
Yes.
Great.
We're going to throw it away. It's a nice idea in theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we now have a full, like, empty.
It's amazing.
Right? Oh, this is like the lip gloss I use. I've talked about this in a
Yes.
video. I use that one all the time. My foundation that I use every day. And this is a new, I'm going to talk about this in another video, but this is a new product. It's like an under eye primer / depuffer.
Okay.
It feels so good.
Perfect.
I just picked that up like a couple weeks ago. I saw Tati use it in a video. I was like, I have to have it. Tati has it. Oh, then I have these Stila. I have these mini Stila liquid lipsticks that I
Ideal
love.
size.
Ideal size. I'm going to keep these because there's like a light pink,
Very pretty.
like a light pink nude. It's kind of a mauvey nude.
Yeah.
Like a perfect sort of light pink, and then this one's almost like a taupey color.
Yeah.
It's really unique, and they dry down really matte, and they do last really well.
Okay.
This, however, is exactly this one. They're both patina. So I'm going to take this one to the salon because I don't need this big size at home.
Right. Okay.
Reducing.
It's going great.
I got my
Seemed a little
cheerleader.
dicey at first there with the eyeshadows, but
We're getting
we're
rid of
bringing it
stuff
home.
now. We're bringing it home. This lipstick I got in college.
as we've
It
Big
smells.
reference wasn't yesterday.
It smells like that gross lipstick smell,
Oh, that smells like my childhood.
right?
Like the navy
like
blue
mom's
I had
lipstick.
25 years.
This is the perfect nude
That's very
lipstick. It's an e.l.f. one. It's called Runway Pink. I think it's a dupe for a MAC one. I'm gonna keep this one. We're keeping all the Urban Decay ones.
nice. Sure.
I kept 6 Urban Decay ones that I absolutely loved. I got rid of all my MAC lipsticks. I got rid of all my other Urban Decay lipsticks. I had a ton of them. These are the 6 that I have not found a dupe for.
Sure.
For like a night out on the town when you want a really nice matte lipstick. No offense, Lip Sense, but I'm not like a huge fan of the matte lip gloss. I do prefer the Comfort matte lipsticks because they are more comfortable. So then I have like Chanel lip gloss. Like we can't get rid of that, right? One of my clients
never
gave
be able
this
to
to me.
afford another one of those.
Right? One of my clients gave this to me for Christmas, and I was like, I am so bougie with my Chanel lip gloss.
Right.
I can't even. So we're gonna keep that. I have 2 of these.
And I find sometimes you want to buy, like you want to wear something this one time and then you just never wear it again. So it's not that it was necessarily a bad
product, and also like when you have this much stuff, you forget to wear things, right? That's part of the problem, which is why we're kind of doing what we're doing, right? So
you don't have to be searching for things that you love.
You have them right at your. Look, you guys. Look how much room is in here now.
You
have things to
hear
move
it.
around.
Right.
So all that's left is these 2. These.
Slaying.
That's it. That's just face stuff. That's going to be really quick. Oh, sorry.
And right now, it probably feels like, oh my god, look how much stuff you got rid of.
If I don't look at the garbage can, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the garbage can's full, but when you go to do your makeup, it's going to be all the things that you love right there.
Just in case I forgot to show you guys, this is what the eyeliner tray looks like now. It was bursting full. This is just empty. Yay! And so these 2 things that I have sitting on the top, so I have my primer, I have my setting spray, and then this one I've talked about in another video. This is the e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. This is the Essence Instant Matte. I don't like this one as a setting spray. This is the one with like the
Hardness, yeah. That's a lot.
That's right. It's like dripping. But when I'm using my metallic shadows, I use it for that, so as not to waste the one I like on my brushes.
Right.
So I am keeping it for that reason, but I am using it.
Yes.
So then this is like blush, bronzers, and highlighter. Oh, this is my e.l.f. blushes.
Yes.
I use these all the time.
Very nice.
Gives you like one of everything. My Smashbox contour palette. Literally use this every day. This is another one of the white packaging of the e.l.f. that I mentioned that I'm not a huge fan of. This is, it's a blush. I've used it as a bronzer. I've tried using it as a blush.
You've probably used it a lot. Or
I
it's broken a
tried
lot.
so hard to like it.
Okay.
I just don't. It's not even going to the salon. It doesn't blend. It's just no good.
It's messy.
Very messy. Yeah. And then this was like a Bare Minerals that I don't love. I'm going to throw that away. And the rest in here I use. So this is my L'Oreal True Match Lumi highlight. Use that all the time. That's like my soft highlight.
Okay.
This is my gold highlight. And this is my blinding highlight. This is a travel size.
Cute.
Yes.
Was that a Nipsey?
Yes, Mary Luminizer. It's like the original blinding highlight. YouTubers used to be really obsessed with this. Now there's like other ones that they talk about. The rest in here are blushes. So this is my peachy blush. This is my really pinky blush. I have that one on today. This is my powder that's really dark for summer. And this is a blush / highlight.
Okay. And you use it?
I use it. I have it on right now.
Okay.
And then these 2, I wore this in my no makeup video.
Yes, I do remember.
I use this all the time. I wear it to the gym. That's like my blush I wear to the gym so that I don't look like a dead person. And then I did this one in another video. Every time I wear this, people go bananas.
Okay.
So I use all of that stuff. I don't think it's excessive.
Okay.
Kate doesn't agree with her face.
It's just
Seems like a lot.
right by comparison.
But when you're looking at
Why are we
different
comparing?
like if you're doing like a golden look or you're doing like a pinkier look or you're doing, so you kind of have to have more than like 1 or 2 highlighters, right? And then I have cream formulas and powder formulas depending on how much powder I have on.
Again, beauty industry doesn't leave the house.
She's like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why do you have so many?
But I used to. That's the thing. Like when I was a hairdresser and I worked in that industry, I had oodles and oodles of things because
there's a certain amount of pressure in the beauty industry to look a certain way.
Well, this is a lot.
It's a lot,
but you're using it and you do such a variety of things. That's the thing.
That's right.
Is that you, from day to day to day, there is no predicting like what you might
what
look
my
like
look is
if I'm
going to
going to
be.
see you. So, I get that.
Right. And now I have this whole empty bucket beside of it. So maybe like blushes and bronzers in one and highlights in the other.
Maybe.
Who knows? So the last one is this sort of miscellaneous face type items. So all of my little sharpeners are in here. I have different sharpeners for different sized things.
Because you never know when you're going to buy something that's that size again.
Right. Like my TG concealer.
Yes.
So this, it used to be ginormous
Oh,
and
I
it
had that one
only
too.
worked with this sharpener.
Yep.
Now,
I think I bought it from you.
yes.
Originally.
Now it comes in this size and you have to use this sharpener that's got the two sides.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So all the sharpeners are necessary and I'm okay with that.
Well, and even if they're not necessary today, they might be
Down the road.
necessary, and you don't want to go spend $6 on another sharpener.
And you don't want to be in a spot where you need to sharpen something and you don't have a sharpener.
It's not a place you want to be.
No. So the only thing really in here, there's a couple of things we can get rid of in here. This concealer.
Okay.
This is the NYX HD concealer. People like this. I have no idea why. Right. So obviously I'm going to keep my two concealers. This is my under eye one and my one for my blemishes.
Right.
This is a glitter glue. This is my regular primer. I just got the unique one. I just got this.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are like necessity items. And then I have some brow products in here. Not that much. I only have 4 eyebrow things in here. 2 are unopened because these 2 are almost gone.
Sure.
I use 2 colors on my eyebrows.
Right.
Okay. So I do a dark color underneath and then
I've
I do a
watched
light
the
color.
videos.
You've watched the videos. So these are both down to like nubbin sized.
Right.
So I went last week and I picked up 2 new.
Right.
So
You don't want to wake up one day and think you have
not be able to put your eyebrows on. So that's it. We've gone through it all. Slayed.
Yeah.
So, just so you guys can see the garbage, this garbage was completely empty when we started, and it is
And it's
overflowing.
It's legit, like, there's some pallets in there that might be taking up a little bit too much space, but this is actually, like, almost entirely full.
completely full. We've got, a handful of lip items to go to the salon, but for the most
and
part...
an eyeshadow palette.
And an eyeshadow palette, a couple of odds and ends, but for the most part, everything got thrown away that's not being kept. So... that's it. We've decluttered. I now have room to buy way more makeup.
But do you feel good? Like, do you
I
think
feel
that
great.
tomorrow's Sunday, so...
This is like so exciting to me.
Right.
That there's like an empty one. Because there was a time where I was like, how many of these can I fit on here?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel great about that. I feel like I would have never gotten rid of this much stuff by myself. I would have thrown away like one
Get all in your
thing.
head, and then...
I would have gotten all upset about it.
And
now I actually have some room in here where I could actually see what I have and
Right.
perhaps use some different things.
You'll be able to tuck your brushes in there.
Yes.
Your sprays.
Because this thing has been driving me crazy because it's too full. So
Right.
now I can put some brushes here and here. It's great. It's going to be really good. So I'm excited.
Yep.
I'm also excited. We're going to do a video on
Yeah.
Kate's channel. We're going to do a minimalist makeup look.
Mhm.
Kate's already gotten rid of most of her makeup. Almost all of it.
We'll take a photo of that.
The same way you have a heart attack about my stuff, I'm going to have a heart attack about
Oh,
your
yeah.
stuff and be like, where's the rest of it?
Right.
But I think the whole thing with the minimalist lifestyle is
It's personal.
having the things that give you joy,
Mhm.
but then also not wasting precious time
Right.
obsessing over all of this stuff when
Right.
that doesn't bring you joy. So we
Right.
want to do something that gives you the most impact
Mhm.
with the least amount of
Right.
effort and product.
Because that's where I'm having a hard
Right.
time, because I used to have oodles and oodles of things.
It's a bit like an identity crisis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for a
Yeah,
hot
it's-
second.
Yeah.
So look forward to seeing that soon on Kate's channel. I'll link her channel below in the description box if you want to go over and check out her channel with her partner. They've done lots of interesting videos about tiny living and downsizing and all kinds of good stuff like that.
We're on a little bit of a hiatus because we're sort of at a standstill. But some questions and thoughts on minimizing and tiny house living
And more to
stuff,
come,
so.
right?
Oh, yeah.
More to come.
Tons
So follow her, subscribe to her, subscribe to me.
Yeah. Give it a thumbs up.
Hit the thumbs up button if you liked this.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on her channel with her video. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday at the salon with a nail video.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.